Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of a Brew for Two podcast. I'm your host, Brad, along with my co-host, Derek, and we have our series regular with us, Jack.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're here on number 32, and we've got some things to talk about this week.
Yeah. Things.
We're on
32.
week 13 of coronavirus.
Has it really been 13
Yippee.
fucking weeks?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be 3 months. Has it been?
Something like
March.
that, yeah.
Well, we went into quarantine mode like the week after March break.
Okay.
So,
Well, I mean, I think everyone's just getting used to it now, and everyone's getting a little excited about, parks opening up.
provincial parks are opening back up.
So some of the provinces open up very, very soon. I wouldn't say very, very soon, but I assume they're going to be.
Well, we're supposed to go to plan one.
Yeah.
Stage one of reopening the economy on Monday, May 19th.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think stage one is, like, what are they even opening? Like,
Right now, I think all we're getting is parks. Parks are
and
just
stuff,
opening,
yeah.
so like private parks.
trailer parks.
Yep.
Shit,
And I
yeah.
think some stores are reopening too.
Well, I think they're still doing, like, curbside, right?
Yeah, curbside
Yeah.
stuff.
Staples is doing curbside pickup.
Yeah, I have, because they have the stuff, like, lined up now
Mhm.
at a lot of the places so people can go in. So,
Mm-hmm.
also, maybe gotta be a little closer
Is
there.
that a little bit better?
Yeah.
Sound better?
You can move it up and down, eh?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Technology.
there you go.
Is that better? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just gotta be a little closer.
Yeah.
But like anyway,
Yeah, there you go.
we were week 13 of the coronavirus, and we're a lot of boring things have been happening this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Boring stuff. I mean, I've been watching basically Modern Family.
Yeah.
All week. Westworld had its season finale two Sundays ago.
Okay.
Not last Sunday, but the Sunday before that.
I still have to catch up on latest season. I still just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, Westworld. It was an alright season.
Yeah.
They're slowly building up towards the war between the AIs and the human race.
I thought they were like already doing that after like season 2.
No, season 2 set up the battle, but
Oh.
but season 3 set up the war.
I've never seen Westworld.
So basically season
All
1
right.
is like cowboys. Like tourists can come into a simulated cowboy world filled with AIs.
Okay, cool.
And then season 2 is the AIs are done being AIs.
Yeah.
So they kind of take over,
So it's just like robot.
So it's like the start of the takeover of the robots, yeah.
Okay.
And then season 3 is like total robot takeover. Like they're slowly taking over. But yeah. So that happened this week. Also, the Survivor had its finale, and we actually this week was actually finales week for most shows.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, because the Flash has one more episode before the season finale. Riverdale's is done.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Right? Like that show needed to die. Like,
Trash.
Many seasons
Trash
ago.
TV.
And yeah, Survivor had its finale. The winner of this season was Tony Vlachos, who becomes the king of Survivor because it was a winner at war season, so all the winners came back.
Yeah.
And so he's the second 2-time winner of the show.
The 2-time.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
So that, and I was very happy. I was yelling at my TV because I'm just like, because there was a girl that they had a twist called Edge of Extinction, where it was kind of like after you get voted off, you go to this edge of extinction, and then every so often you have a battle back opportunity.
Yeah.
And I was yelling at my TV when like this one girl won the battle back. I'm like, damn it, production, you just planted that there. Like, production, you're interfering with the game. It's so obvious. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But
What do you expect? It's reality TV.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Not real at all.
I know, because
No,
there was like a
it's just
scene where
not.
like Tony was trying to find a hidden immunity idol, but then as soon as they showed Natalie trying to find this hidden immunity idol, she found it. I'm like, guaranteed they forgot to hide it again when Tony was looking, and they remembered when Natalie was looking. Like,
What, they
freaking
find it like the exact same spot, or
No, it was in a different place altogether. But I'm like, but there was like a line where Tony's just like, I looked all over this beach, and I'm just like, yeah. But like, I was just mad because the person I wanted to come back in the game didn't, and I also hate the Edge of Extinction twist because once you get voted off, you're done. Like you're
which
done.
I mean
No
makes
battling
sense
back.
though.
Yeah,
like,
you can't fight back onto the show.
you should.
Why is
If you
that
get,
fair?
if you get voted off, like that should be it. Like,
I mean,
right?
not necessarily. I mean, like if you look at, I know video games are a little bit different, but if you look
Yeah.
at fighting game tournaments, almost
Yeah.
there's always a losers bracket.
Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah, but the losers can't come back and win the game. That's what I mean.
But like in this Edge of Extinction twist, they had this twist 2 seasons ago,
Yeah.
which it failed because that's what happened. A guy was voted off third. He was the third person voted off of the game.
Yeah.
So 17th person voted off. He
Yeah.
got in 17th place. Got to Edge of Extinction, then came back into the game on the final 5. Did some amazing moves at the end, and then won his season.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you get voted off, you should be off the show. You should not be able to come back.
Like I like it to a point where I'm like, they should divide it. Like they should do a pre-merge battle back and a post-merge battle back.
Yeah.
Because the pre-merge battle back, and then once that's done, all the people voted off pre-merge, you're done.
Yeah.
And then the post-merge battle back is just like, if they split it up, it's fine. Or if they just did it up to the merge, and then they were like, okay, no more. It worked this season, though. I still don't like the twist, but it worked better this season because it was an all-winner season, and it was an all-star season, and former players, it worked this season.
I think they do it mostly to spawn some outrage amongst the audience, or maybe hype up the crowd almost, like it's like root against this girl who just got back from getting kicked off, and more people are going to watch because more people are going to complain about it, talk about it.
And like I was on the edge of my seat for the finale because I'm like, are you kidding me? Is she going to freaking win this game? And then it was end up being Tony. I'm like, thank God.
Well, yeah, that's exactly why they do it, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like, I want to root against this person because it's unfair if somebody loses if they just come back, right?
Compelling TV, that brings people
very
in to
compelling.
watch it, right?
That's why you're on the edge of your seat.
But then I watched also The Flash, which that's coming to another season end. Actually, this is not in our newsreel, but for this week. But they're already talking about the next CW crossover.
Oh yeah.
With the superheroes, and they're thinking of doing a Superman versus Batwoman crossover event.
Oh,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I still really have not caught up on like any of those shows.
Well,
yeah, me too.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow is going downhill fast.
Yeah.
Like they got rid of Brandon Routh, who played Adam, and he played Superman in Superman Returns back in like 2006. They got rid of him because he kind of stepped away from the show, and it's just going downhill fast. I actually posted on Reddit. I'm like, what do you guys think? Like, because The Flash is now the show that's been on the longest now since Arrow is done.
Yeah.
Now The Flash is that show. I'm like, how long do you? And I posted on Reddit. I'm like, how long do you think this show is gonna last? And they're like, oh well, it depends on ratings and yada yada. I'm like, yeah, I get that, but like, what do you think will take over once The Flash is finally done?
Yeah.
Because like the CW doesn't really have that. Like DC's Legends of Tomorrow can't take over because that's going downhill.
Yeah.
Like some person said Superman and Lois might, because they're doing a Superman and Lois series on CW, so that might. But I don't know. I don't think anything can take over.
I've not been like following them enough. Actually, I started rewatching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the other day. Started rewatching through that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
And then I started watching Modern Family earlier this week.
Yeah. Again.
What?
Again or
No, first time.
Oh. I never watched that show.
I've watched bits and pieces of it.
It's surprisingly funny.
It is funny. I do think it's great.
Like there's this like goofy dad and like a strict mom, and it's like the series doesn't have like a entire plot line for the one series.
Yeah.
It has plots for each episode. Like it's not like there's no like big bad guys or like serial killers or teenagers living in a town with serial killers or Riverdale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Modern Family, but I do watch it from time to time on Netflix now.
Modern Family is a good show if you just want something to turn on so you can just tune out to.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows. And then tune in every once in a while. Like I've been playing, like we play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And like it's a great show if I just put an incense on for an hour and then I just put on an episode of Modern Family. Actually, Pokemon Go, they just released the Hoenn event, which me and Derek already finished.
Yeah, literally last night.
I wonder,
it came out.
I actually wonder if TV producers intend for their shows to be somewhat of background noise.
I mean,
I think so now.
I think so.
We live
yeah.
now in a streaming world.
Well, I think there's a new show on Netflix called Midnight Gospel, and it's just like a podcast with like animated bits and pieces.
I showed Derek that, he was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, right. It's like a fucking acid trip.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
It's crazy.
He had it on, and I'm like, I'm sitting here watching this. I'm like, I'm high. I'm watching this, and all of a sudden, I'm high.
Well, that's what it feels like, right?
Yeah, it's an acid trip.
It is. The whole animation style is.
And
very
then he
weird.
said, "This is why I didn't watch Adventure Time."
Yeah,
it's
like, it almost looks
like
like it was by the same animators.
It is by the same
animators.
Is.
Yeah, but it's really just background noise, because if you watch it like fully, holy shit, your eyes are gonna melt.
Like I would like the shit they're talking about. Like I would listen to that in like a podcast setting, like what we're doing right here.
Yeah,
like just audio.
Of course.
The visuals I just don't need. I'm sorry, they're cool.
At some points there are like storytelling elements, but other times it's just kind of like, it's not absolutely necessary. I think the podcasting or whatever they're doing, like the conversation that they're having with that person, right, whoever they bring on, is could be so much better just as a podcast.
I think it could, because I feel like the visuals that are throwing on the screen at you just take away from the conversation that they're having, because a lot of people are just paying attention to that. Yeah, they're not really paying attention to what they're saying.
No, not at all. But then, like, they're talking about life and God and Jesus and Buddha and Hindu.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That entire episode with that Prison Break, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I was watching the damn Prison Break thing.
No, I think they were like talking about love.
That's what I mean.
I love.
Never would have got that.
And they were also talking about mortality.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of what they were saying. So if you guys don't know, you should watch it on Netflix. It's very, very good. But
I do watch it. I watch a couple episodes.
There was a Prison Break episode.
Yeah, we watched that.
I don't want to spoil it too bad for anybody, but the main gimmick of it is that these prisoners, once they die, they're immediately brought back to life.
Yeah, no, I showed Derek that episode,
and it's actually a good metaphor about life and trial and error. I think it is background noise, like we were talking about, because if you look at the visuals, it's
the visuals are the background noise. Like if you're just paying attention to the audio, like literally just put a sheet over your TV or something.
Yeah, like, I mean you could do that as well.
Yeah,
if could. The last episode, I'm not going to say anything about it because it's really, really good. It just the visuals are actually really needed, I think.
Yeah.
So, watching through the whole series, once you get to the last episode, if you don't care about the other visuals, that's fine. Once you get to the last episode, watch the visuals. It's actually very, very incredible.
Yeah. Nice. I don't think I'll ever watch it, but if they were to like throw it on Spotify as like a podcast or something, I'd watch it.
I'm sure
I'd
they
listen to it.
I'm sure it's there.
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
I tried to find it. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Yeah.
For sure. And then did you finish watching Upload? No?
I completely forgot about Hollywood and Upload this week. I just got into zone with WoW again, and then a game called SnowRunner came out. Playing a crap load of that. Cool. And that's basically been my week. And just work. Just so much work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy it's a 3-day weekend. At least for us Canadians.
I totally forgot about it. Like the 3-day weekends are gonna like.
Well, paid for you, yeah.
Well, what day is it? Sorry, what holiday is it?
Victoria Day.
Victoria Day. Oh shoot! Right. Oh,
yeah, it's May 2-4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's not May 2-4 yet.
No,
but
that's technically next weekend.
It's the weekend before May 2-4.
Yeah. Long weekend.
May 2-4
before
is on
May
a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As long as I know that, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously you're gonna forget about it because you're not working, right? So
I'm working from home.
Well, yeah, but not on Monday. The day off.
No, which I'm glad, because sometimes working from home is hard work. So I'm like, I get up and I'm like, I don't want to call anybody.
Yeah, you just want to have the the luxury of being at home, but the
like,
work part is like kind of.
Well,
I don't want to.
You only got like a month and a half left, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Which like I'm not going back. There's no like.
No. No, you guys might not even be going back in like September. Like it might be
I feel like we're gonna go back in September, and then we're gonna be back at this in November.
probably, yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I
As
would
once flu
expect.
season comes
I don't
back.
think universities are going to open
No,
in
you're
September.
gonna be online for the
there
foreseeable
are
future.
so many students that go there, and it's just going to be, you know, tens of thousands of people in a room, which is just fucking bad.
And the thing is, it's not
bad.
even just like local, like Canadians. It's international students that go there.
Yeah.
A lot of them,
No, it's
and
It's
they're living on
crazy.
res and everything. And it's just they're not going to be going back for a long.
yeah, they won't be
time.
able to afford it. And
No.
that's the worst part. And it's like they can't work, they can't do anything. They won't be able to afford school again, and it's just going to be a shit show for them.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
why
know?
they're doing the online thing, right? So
Yeah.
the problem is like a lot of those things you can't do online for everything.
No, you can't.
There has to
And
be practical.
And a lot of people learn way better hands-on.
So I went to college.
Yeah, dude, I can't do online school. I suck at it. It's the worst.
Yeah.
I get so distracted whenever I'm doing anything. Like I just want to play video games when I'm sitting in my chair.
Yeah.
And if I'm sitting through a fucking lecture, I'm not going to pay attention to it because I'm not physically there, and there's no one to, you know, tell me not to. But I guess that's, you know,
But
the university experience.
I mean, yeah, pretty much, because otherwise you'd be in a room with like 100 other people in a lecture, trying to pay attention to the person at the front. But I mean, it's just
Yeah. You
You know,
can't. There's so many
can't.
distractions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so
definitely
many
worse being at home though. Distractions,
Oh yeah.
because like I mean, I know me like I had an online course. I think when I went, yeah, it was basically just a strictly online course, and like I didn't do anything in that course until like the end, because like I'm sitting at home on my computer, and I'm just like, well, I could do that, but World of Warcraft, so not gonna do that. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then
tomorrow,
became
yeah.
the next day, and then the
Well,
next
exactly.
day, and the next
that
day.
that was like with some of the training stuff that we had to do because of working from home.
Yeah,
Like I did some.
Yeah.
But like it was
you only
like
do
I
so much of it. Yeah.
No, like I was like, but like I got distracted after I contacted my students. I got distracted with like, oh, what's on Netflix? Oh, let's listen to some music.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
What's
That's what
going
it
on
is,
in the
right?
world? Yeah.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part is it's going to go on for a while. So, fortunately, people are going to have to get used to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Buckle in. Clench
Yeah.
your ass cheeks. You know,
Buckle in.
do what you can. Right?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Like,
Yeah. Should we get into the news?
I mean, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Not
sure.
much today,
Sure,
but
sure,
we have a few
sure.
things.
We don't have much because it was kind of a dead week, but something broke the internet. The first news thing we have today, something broke the internet this week.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed that we're getting a Tony Hawk remaster.
I'm super excited for that.
I
Big part of
can't
my
wait.
childhood.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on the N64. Yeah, PlayStation 2 as well.
yeah, but you're like, but
that was our childhood.
you're,
Yeah, but I was a kid when I played those. I mean, yeah, it
Okay,
could
I
be
guess
your
so.
childhood, but it's also mine.
and they're not waiting for the next gen consoles.
No,
Oh, they're
Coming
just
to
gonna
Xbox
pump
One?
it out for the.
Yep.
Oh,
So Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters 1 and 2 is coming to the PS4, Xbox One, and PC on September 4th.
Oh no, shit.
and PC. Oh fuck, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm happy I
Developed-
got my controller out.
Developed by the same company
Yeah,
behind
totally.
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. It's a remastered bundle of the first two games.
Cool.
Like the Crash remasters, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 will keep the bonuses in like the original game, but will feature a full HD visual upgrade and other modern trappings. It will even have certain moves that weren't available in the original games, like reverts.
Cool. Don't know what those are.
No, me either, because I'm not a skater.
I don't skateboard. I just like the video game.
Even though it's not
Yeah,
coming out
yeah.
until September, you can already place a pre-order now at a handful of retailers. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can just online.
Online
That's all.
retailers.
Yeah.
It,
where I want to do it.
it comes
Yeah.
in several editions, including 2 different pre-order bonuses, 1 physical version, and 1 for digital copies. And so these prices I have here are American because
Oh.
I pre-ordered it and it was not that price.
Oh.
So available for $3.99.
$39.99.
$39.99 for pre-order, but $49.99
I was
for
gonna
digital.
say.
for $49.99 for digital deluxe edition and $9.99 for the collector's edition.
Yeah.
These are American prices because I pre-ordered the digital deluxe edition and it was $69.99.
I mean, look, cool, great, happy, awesome. Why is this so much? It's a fucking remaster.
I mean, some remasters are actually very, very, very good. Actually, I can't really name any. I mean, Dark Souls remastered was really good.
Resident Evil 2.
Spyro.
Skyrim. Skyrim was great.
Actually, well, I bought the Crash Insane trilogy, and then I realized I'm bad at running and jumping games. I'm just like, okay, I gotta time this properly. Shit.
But
Link's Awakening, great one. Love that one. Mystery Dungeon. I wasn't so happy with that one.
Did you end up playing it?
I did. I didn't like how it was $80 though, and that was what I was mostly upset about. But
that's my issue with a lot of the remasters that are doing, especially like the Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Like, why is it $80?
I mean, the base game is, how long is it? It's not really 40 hours, is it? It's not like an open world game or anything.
And like in Resident Evil 3 that just released, the remaster for that, you can beat the entire fucking game in like 2 hours, 3 hours. And it's a full price $70 game.
That's fucked.
Like, I'm sorry, but that's not enough.
Well, I hate paying that amount. It's like, I get that games are expanding into better graphic areas, into better,
The thing is, the prices haven't changed since they've gone digital. They should have gone down.
Yeah.
The original reason why games were so much was because you're paying for the paper that's in the case itself, the disc. You're paying for all that.
Yeah, the collectability almost, right?
You were paying for that. So paying $60-$70 for that was fine.
Yeah.
But now we have everything digital. Why the fuck are they still $70?
Well, now they're $80.
That's what I mean.
It's
so
fucking me up.
why are they $79.99?
It's bad. I don't like it.
Why am I paying $80 for something that I'm just downloading? Like, it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I like to have something physical, but it's just
for a few certain games, but a lot of the games that I have, like, it's just I only got it because it was like on sale on Steam for like $20, and I was like,
okay, yeah.
But like with this Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I'm pretty sure they're bringing the original soundtrack back.
I hope so.
That's good.
Like Guerrilla Radio, Rage Against the Machine, Superman by Goldfinger, like ska punk, punk. Some metal songs are on there. Like, it's just gonna be like, yes, my genre of music.
It's on a video game again. Yay!
But I've been waiting so long for, like a good skating game, because they had Skate 3 and like 4.
Yeah, but they were not that good.
They weren't that good. They
really weren't good.
No.
They weren't as
physics were fucked.
Yeah, they weren't as simple as, what Tony Hawk Pro Skater
Like, I
was.
remember putting in the Game Shark code for like 0G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just skating and and then like unlocking Spider-Man in the game. You can unlock Spider-Man.
Oh, it was cool. I missed like the simpleness of it. But Skate 3 wasn't.
And then like Tony Hawk was so big that The Simpsons made a skateboarding game.
Yep.
That wasn't that great.
No.
They made a lot of games that weren't that great.
Hit and Run is a fucking treasure.
That was a treasure. You're right. I played that all the time.
And Road Rage.
Road Rage was awesome. Road Rage is the one that I played, and that was my favorite one.
Yeah.
But then they had some like not so great ones, like Simpsons wrestling game, and it was like
the ones where you just cause chaos and just do stupid shit. They were great.
They were fun. They're fun games. Right?
You didn't need anything else. Like, it didn't need to. We didn't. I think I swear there might have been a Simpsons golf game. I swear.
I think so.
I think there was. Like, why do we need that?
I think that's what that's what people are missing nowadays when they make video games, right? They're missing. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
You're supposed to enjoy the time that you're playing.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's more about the competitive aspect and, the graphical quality and whatever storytelling you want. Every time I see a fucking cutscene and a story, I always press skip because I don't care. I want to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then sometimes like Red Dead Redemption 2 scenarios, when you skip the cutscene, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, that happens sometimes, but like, I know for me, like, for Gears of War, like when that first one came out, I fucking loved that game.
Yeah.
I played the crap out of that. I watched every damn cutscene until I beat the game. Once I beat the game, never watched the damn cutscene again.
Yeah, literally.
Because I was like, why? I'm just on a higher difficulty. I don't need to know what happens.
Yeah, it's about balance mostly.
You should be telling a lot of the story while the person's actually playing the game. I shouldn't have to sit through a fucking like 10-minute cutscene.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Like there's some games that have that, and it's like, I want to play the game. Like, I understand this is a big part of the story. You want to tell it. Great, cool.
Yeah.
Have that littered through while I'm playing. A voiceover, a note I read, something. Not just a 15, 20-minute fucking cutscene that starts a boss battle or something. Like, I don't need the lead up to that.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny. Fuck.
See, the thing is, the game that I think balances this very well is Borderlands. The Borderlands games balance it so well, because what they do, instead of cut a cutscene for every story moment in the game, they have the characters walk around telling you the story as you're playing a mission, right?
Yeah, it's just literally perfect.
And then the cutscenes, the only cutscenes that are really in the game are super important, or it's just the bosses jumping in.
Yeah, and it's literally the boss
cool.
name pops up, and then boom, you're fighting the boss.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
they have like a little tagline that's funny, and it's just like it gives personality to the character.
Yeah, besides that, the only other screens you see are the loading screens. Other than that, those games are just perfect for that.
I hate video games that are loaded with loading screens.
Yeah.
Those grind my gears. Like, it's just like you move a step, loading screen.
Well,
you're
also
walk
playing
out a
on
door.
an Xbox, so
Yeah, yucky.
you play on a PC with an SSD, you don't even really notice them.
Okay.
It loads so quick.
Yeah, console scum. No, I'm kidding.
You guys have consoles.
Yeah.
I own a Switch.
I have an Xbox One.
Yeah, he owns an Xbox. I have no problem with any gaming.
But even with that though, like being said, like the next generation of consoles are gonna have those SSDs.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they are.
Your loading screens are going to be pretty well gone, because that's why they have them on those now. Because that's why they're so slow now, because they're just running off a regular fucking hard drive.
Yeah. The SSD is gonna be in like the back or something of the Xbox Series X or something like that.
Something like that.
Which I don't know how Xbox does their naming.
I don't know.
They went from Xbox to 360 to One to Series X.
It was called Project Scarlet, correct?
Yeah, I would have rather have it been called Xbox
sick.
Scarlet.
That would have been cool.
What a badass name.
They were like, nah.
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was the big video game news that broke the internet this week. Another thing that broke the internet, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. is producing a DC comic.
All right.
That's very ironic, but it's cool. I mean, having some insight from what Marvel does with their movies, because clearly they are a little bit better than DC.
It's going to be on Netflix for like 8 episode series.
Okay.
And it's called Sweet Tooth. And here's what Sweet Tooth is about. The young boy character named Gus, with deer features, lives in a quiet life deep in the woods with his father. He learns many things, from medical care to religious prophecy. Though he loves his religious father, he yearns to escape and learn that there is not fire past the trees, but simply more land. Sometimes after Gus' father passes away from an illness, strange men come to capture him. They are slain by Jeopard, who promises to take Gus to a sanctuary. Lonely Gus goes with him. Along the way, they encounter many problems. Hybrid cultists almost kill Jeopard, but Gus saves him. Sweet Tooth then earns the nickname by eating all of Jeopard's candy stash, though he's gained more food while Jeopard recovered. This duo rescues several women from a prostitution ring. So this is based on this is a post-apocalyptic world. And this character's name is Gus, and this is gonna be another trippy show on Netflix.
Cool.
Sounds good.
When I heard Sweet Tooth, I thought of Twisted Metal. That's what I thought of.
Yeah, because Sweet Tooth is the character from a video game.
Yeah, Twisted Metal way back in the day. That's why I heard Sweet Tooth. I'm like, oh, they're making a Twisted Metal TV show. Cool.
That would be awesome. But Sweet Tooth is like the broad apparel of a family-friendly storybook adventure of Gus, part deer, part boy, lives in his home forest. He joins a ragtag family of humans and animal children hybrids like himself to search for answers. The series, like I said, the show stars Kristen Convoy from Beautiful Boy, Tiger Rising, Playing with Fire, Nonso and Zoe the Laundromat, Zoo, Game of Thrones. I don't know who he plays on Game of Thrones though.
I don't know.
Adele, actor, the Les Mis TV series, and Will Forte is gonna be in it too. So, and I'm guessing Will Forte is probably gonna be the lead role. He's probably gonna play because this seems like a Will Forte thing to do.
Yeah.
You could say it's his forte.
Oh my god.
Everyone saw
Also,
that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, literally.
the father of Thanos is gonna be the narrator. So Thanos was played by Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
His father, James Brolin, is going to be doing the narration of the story.
Papa Thanos. Very cool.
Daddy Thanos.
Grandpa Thanos.
So that's Sweet Tooth.
It sounds like it's gonna be cool.
And and like Jack said, very ironic that they have a Marvel guy.
Yeah, what the
doing
fuck's
DC
with
projects.
that? I'm surprised that he was like, yeah, I'll do this.
Well, he hung up his Iron Man suit at.
No, I know, but
He hung it up, but he was like, "I'm not doing Iron Man."
I
anymore.
assume Marvel wasn't giving him any more opportunities anyways.
Yeah, and I think his price went up.
Yeah,
for every movie he did.
yeah,
And they're
of
like,
course.
"Well, we can't pay you anymore, Robbie." And they're like,
But DC wants some, expertise on the end of, somebody who's made so many superhero movies, right? And
Yeah, I guess so,
much
yeah.
I guess
content
so.
like
They
that.
definitely need it.
"I guess so." Like,
I mean, I can definitely see why he isn't doing Iron Man anymore. He's been doing it since what, 2008?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
he
12
is Iron
years.
Man.
12 years he was doing Iron Man, so I get it.
And he might still play Tony Stark, though he might be like, they might, instead of do him as the voice, just have him do as the voice of his house.
Yeah.
You know how his house does all like the talking and he has all this AI
Yeah,
stuff.
Jarvis. Yeah.
Jarvis,
Yeah.
well, who becomes Vision.
Yeah.
So they could have Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in the Jarvis role, where he's just the AI. Because another thing that I didn't put in but came out was Ironheart, which is the girl version of Iron Man.
Yeah.
So that's coming to Disney Plus. So
At some point.
At some point.
God knows when, but at some point it will be.
You think it's
going to
be on the tier of like Mandalorian? Would
I
you
doubt
put
it.
there?
I mean, we can hope, but I doubt it. I didn't even watch the last episode of Mandalorian. It was good to a certain point.
I watched the first one. I wasn't super impressed.
I watched all of them. I just didn't watch the last episode, and then we went and seen The Last Jedi, and then I just never watched the episode. I never bothered.
But based on notoriety, like, do you think maybe it'll be on the tier of Mandalorian?
I mean, I hope so. I hope it's better than Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like I really do. If it's not, I'm because this is going to be what's going to bring me back to Disney Plus.
Well, they're slowly pushing out their Marvel stuff now.
Yeah.
Like, I think in a couple weeks, maybe still 2 months away, but we're just gonna get Falcon and Winter Soldier soon.
Like, see, that's when I'm going to come back to Disney Plus because I canceled my subscription after The Last Jedi. I haven't had it since because there hasn't been a real reason for me to do it.
Well, like, I was thinking about, like, why do I still have this? And then I got into the DuckTales series, the new DuckTales series, which is kind of like Phineas and Ferb almost. It kind of has that same, like you're watching Phineas and Ferb. And, like, I'm just like, yeah, I'll watch this. And I got hooked because of their all-star cast.
Yeah.
Doctor Who is Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
David Tennant's Scrooge
definitely
McDuck.
a cool
So,
cast.
like, it was a good watch. And so I'm just like, oh. And then I really wanted season 3, but then it was like Disney Plus is like, oh, season 3 is not coming to Disney. Like, Disney's like, Disney Plus is not getting DuckTales season 3 until after the series is over. And then after season 3 is done. And I'm just like, and then I realized what episode of season 3 they're on. I'm like, that's gonna be forever.
So long.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because, like, season 3, like, they're introducing, like, Daisy. They introduced Daisy Duck in season 3.
Okay.
And they actually made her like
what the hell? Oh, there is a reminder for Bradley.
yes.
Apparently.
So this week, I forgot to mention, this week I started doing some budgeting. So I made myself a budget,
Oh.
an Excel spreadsheet for budgeting.
Yeah.
And so to help me spend less money. It's working. It is working. But so and to remind myself to do it, I put a reminder for every day. Remind me every day to
Update your budget.
update my budget. So that's what that was. But like
Oh.
I was talking about DuckTales before we were rudely interrupted by my Google Home
I don't
Mini.
even think it even got picked up, but I'll check it out. That's about 30.
People are gonna think we're
minutes.
insane. We're just like, oh,
Yeah, I mean maybe because I really don't think it got picked up at all.
oh, all right. Well, I
So-
mean, whatever.
But like DuckTales, great series.
Yeah.
And then like if you want to watch if you want to relive your childhood, like you have shows like Kim Possible on there and The Proud Family and like
That's the thing. I even
We
with that
Love
though,
Zach and Cody.
Oh, fuck.
and like Recess and all that stuff, and like Weekenders and all that stuff. See, the thing is, I have the DVDs of that I bought. So right,
You're using a
You
lot
know
of
what
air
I mean?
quotes there.
No,
buddy.
I'm not. What are you talking about? No, I'm not. Anyways,
Whoa.
I definitely bought them all,
Sounded a bit
Yeah.
robotic.
but like I don't need Disney Plus for that. I've already had those things for years,
Yeah,
Mhm.
right?
yeah. But yeah, and then yeah. So
Is that all the news?
no,
No, no.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
there's
still
more,
there's
still
more.
plenty more.
there's still more. Furiosa. There's a movie called Furiosa coming out, and it's the prequel to a Mad Max. It's the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road.
Cool.
So the 5-year anniversary of George Miller's Oscar-winning blockbuster Smash, Mad Max Fury Road, is here. And while the word has been swirling of Miller following up with film focused on Charlize Theron imposter Furiosa, Imperator. It appears he's finally actively developing a spin-off, and it is a prequel. Revealing he's now working with a long-discussed movie focused on Furiosa. Development on the project has been in the works since 2015, with word recently coming in March that Miller was meeting with a younger actress to take on the role for a prequel setting, namely Anna Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy. He's confirmed now that Charlize Theron, will not reprise her role for the spinoff because she's the title character.
Yeah.
But notes he did consider bringing her back and using digital de-aging technology. I have not seen Mad Max Fury Road.
Really?
No, it's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, watch it. It's Mad Max. It's not really anything.
Well, like Mad Max is not really our generation to begin with.
No, but
Like it's my brother-in-law's generation. It's
Yeah.
Mike's generation.
yeah.
Old people.
Mike's only
Right?
35.
He's older though.
I mean,
He's
Mad Max. I mean, I remember definitely growing up and watching it, but I definitely shouldn't have been. But like, I enjoyed Fury Road. I thought it was cool.
I didn't
The game
watch
that came
it,
out was
but
cool.
like it's on my list because it won so many awards at the Oscars.
Yeah, like the game that came out was really cool. Actually, like, there's a game, but I mean, cool. I don't know enough about the universe of Mad Max to be like,
I just know that it was a
yeah,
yeah
Yeah.
I just know it was a movie that starred Mel Gibson for a bit.
yeah.
And-
That's what started his insane spiral.
Well, no.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that was an 80s. Mad Max was an 80s movie.
Yeah.
And then he did Braveheart in the 90s, and then
Yeah. Did you
he
see him in Braveheart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of Braveheart.
Yeah. Have you seen the full movie?
I have. It's just been a while.
Yeah,
like
he
it's
lost.
been-
He was already losing his mind at Mad Max. Hit Braveheart, and he's just like, they gave him a sword, loincloth, and painted his face. Like, and he
Perfect.
yelled freedom a bunch.
And then
Perfect
Mel
role.
Gibson also did Passion of the Christ as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, now you see the downward spiral, like,
All great movies, but it's still downwards.
But like,
Oh, yeah.
but like
Yeah.
like I wasn't interested in Mad Max Fury Road when I saw the trailers because I was just like, eh. But then
Yeah.
it won awards, and that made me interested. Just like how when Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse came out and the trailers, I wasn't really interested. And then I saw it won Best
Masterpiece.
Animated Feature at the Golden Globes. Then I went to the theaters to go see it. I'm like, this movie is amazing.
you know, then he bought
it's
it.
a
Then I watched
fucking
it. with him.
masterpiece. I love that movie.
It's a fantastic.
It's so
movie.
good.
So good.
And
Oh.
like the second one's coming out in like 2 years.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. That's the
Jinx.
problem with a lot of movies
Jinx,
right now.
I'm gonna
It's
go
like,
get a soda.
like, oh hey, this could be coming out. Hey, you got me a beer, K? Thanks.
But yeah, I think this is
Of course.
I think this is confirmed that they're releasing another. that
Blue.
it's blue. That means it's cold.
Yeah.
When the mountains turn blue, that means it's cold.
Yeah.
But they are. So that's what got me into Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And then they are releasing a second one. It's gonna be based around the Spider-Man 2099 universe, which makes sense because they set that up at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I think Oscar Isaac is going to be playing Miguel, Spider-Man 2099. So that's that.
Yeah. But Furiosa sounds cool.
Sounds cool. Sounds cool. I have to pick up Fury Road.
Yeah, I definitely watch it. I think
it's on Crave.
It's on Crave or Netflix, or it might be on Prime. I don't know. It's on one of the three.
I haven't thoroughly dug through my Prime.
I think it's on one of the three.
Actually, you can start renting movies off Prime now.
Really?
Yeah, they just announced, I got an email saying, "Oh, you can buy and rent movies on Amazon Prime."
Really?
Yeah, I'm just like, but you're a streaming service. With streaming, you stream movies and TV series.
Yeah, so why wouldn't they just like stream a movie for like a week or something? Like,
but now they can do everything.
yeah.
And that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Trying to reach every single market and grab it. Suck it up. Like a weird vacuum shaped like the smile on the Amazon logo.
What the fuck? I don't even... What?
Sorry. I don't... But I think it's accessibility. That's all they're going for.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like...
Oh, that's like Disney Plus immediately throwing some of their movies on the streaming service, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like we will never get a Marvel movie on Disney Plus right away.
No. Well, no.
Like they will always be theater releases.
Maybe.
Actually, there's some controversy right now going on because so remember that movie that was supposed to come out like 2 years ago but then got pushed to 2020 and that kept getting pushed. It was here's what it was called. It was called New Mutants. Remember that?
Oh,
I don't.
No. Wait, yes, Maisie Williams, right? Yes. Okay, I remember that.
I do not remember.
So it was basically like here's like we're not calling it X-Men.
Yeah.
But it's based on the X-Men. But like
no, it's basically mutants that are thrown into this asylum, get experimented on, they escape, take revenge. It looked cool. Like the trailers that they did put out looked cool.
It stars
Maisie Williams.
It stars Maisie Williams.
Yeah.
I just said the wrong sister. And and that brother who was in Stranger Things.
Oh.
The older brother from Stranger Things.
But yeah, that movie's been pushed back so much.
But here's the thing. They were supposed to be like, okay, you know what? It's not the theater thing is not happening. We're gonna just put it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, do it.
That was supposed to happen. And now we're like, you know what? We changed our minds. We're not gonna put it on Amazon Prime. We're gonna release it in theaters.
Yeah, it's not like people have been waiting for this movie for like 3 fucking years because you keep pushing the damn date back.
This movie is gonna when this movie eventually comes out, it's gonna bomb.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking horrible because people's expectations are gonna be so goddamn high because they've delayed it so much.
I don't think people's expectations are gonna be high. I just think people are like, yeah, the X-Men is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe now. We don't.
No, that's what I mean. Because this movie has been delayed so many times now. People are gonna go to watch it and be like, "Well, if it was fucking delayed, it better be damn good."
Well,
and if it's not, then
it was delayed. I forget why it was delayed to begin with, but it was supposed to come out in 2018.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be released in 2018.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that was so long ago.
This has been going on for a long time.
Yeah,
for this movie.
Yeah, it was. There was. I remember that 2018 Super Bowl. There was a trailer. Yep. They released that. They were so hyped for this movie. There was released because it was like the first horror superhero film. That's what they were kind of titling it as.
Yeah,
the first horror superhero film. And
which, hey, if it releases soon, it'll beat out Doctor Strange. But I doubt it's going to. So
it's not because, like I said. People know that the X-Men are part of the MCU now, so they're just gonna. This is why Dark Phoenix didn't work as a movie.
Dark Phoenix didn't work because it was a bad fucking movie. That movie was crap.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
It literally retconned every other goddamn X-Men movie. Like, it's just stupid. Just stupid.
I just feel bad for like sure that director, I forget his name,
I don't know.
Brian Johnson.
Maybe. I don't remember who did that.
No,
I watched that movie once. I don't know who did it.
I forget who did it.
I know
but
Sansa's in
he
it.
got he had a sex scandal. That's why he had to walk away from the movie.
Oh.
But other than that, but it was his dream. He was building up for the Dark Phoenix saga for so long, and every time he got there, they were like, "Yeah, we don't need you as a director." And he's like, but also he was apparently an asshole director because he would just be like gone. Like, oh yeah, the director's sick today, so somebody's has to take over. directing the film.
They royally screwed up in that movie. Like just the Jean Grey getting her freaking Phoenix powers from a goddamn space alien. Fuck off. You just retconned literally 10 years of movies
Sounds like
with that
Scientology.
one scene. Like,
yeah,
she absorbs it. No, in the other movies, Xavier goes to her when she's a kid, and he blocks off that part of her freaking brain.
yeah.
That's what happens, and that's what happens from the first X-Men up until Logan, and then all of a sudden, this movie comes out, and it's like, oh no, hey, it's a space alien, space pass through her body, gets absorbed, space alien, like go away.
Yeah, there are definitely more creative ways to express how people get their powers.
Well, yeah, well, the whole thing was like it's like she already had that power.
Yeah,
it was
like
blocked
she
off
was
by
a stronger
Xavier.
telepath than Professor X.
Oh yeah,
and Professor X is like, nobody's stronger than me.
Yeah. And like they literally show him going to her house when she's a child.
Yeah, he
and
goes with
blocking
Magneto,
it off. Yeah,
played by Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
Gandalf,
and blocking it off. And then all of a sudden in Dark Phoenix, she's a teenager, goes into space, gets hit by alien space magic, and has these powers. It's like no,
Fun.
Yeah.
Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen have the real, like the true bromance.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They have a bromance.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a book series that got turned into a movie series that is now being turned into a streaming series on Disney Plus. You know what that series is?
Yeah.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's coming to
I
Disney
know,
Plus.
I read the notes. So.
Oh, okay. Did you read the notes?
I didn't.
Well, you're hearing it here.
See, this is why I said you should have brought your laptop down, because we could have invited you to the group.
Oh, that's true. Did you say that to me?
I said, hey, bring a laptop
Oh,
down. You're like,
sorry, I completely did
nah.
not hear that. That was my bad.
Yeah.
Or
You're
maybe
like,
I just
nah.
didn't acknowledge it.
So after hitting the big
My bad.
screen
I
twice
know.
in the early 2010s to generally mixed reviews from fans, Rick, Percy
Rick.
Jackson's novel,
A guy named Rick.
franchise is getting another shot at the adaptation, as the author took to Twitter to announce the series iteration is currently in the works at Disney Plus. The first novel was adapted to the big screen in 2010 with Chris Columbus, who directed Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Has it really been 10 years since that first movie?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, 2010. Shit.
Yeah.
I always forget it's 2020. It's just weird.
It is,
Helming
unfortunately.
Logan Lerman, Hunters, starring in the title role. Though receiving generally mixed reviews from critics and audiences alike, with criticism aimed at the film's unfaithfulness its source material, it was a box office hit, grossing over $226 million on its $95 million budget, which led to 20th Century Fox order a sequel. And they did.
Sonic did better than that.
Huh?
Sonic did better than that.
Yeah.
It was like 86 million for
Well,
Sonic.
here's the thing. Sonic only did that good because they changed the way he looked.
Yeah, because the internet just fucking hated it. I
Well,
guess.
'cause it
Yeah,
was
I
fucking
guess
stupid,
so.
But
Yeah.
the Percy Jackson movies, like, I enjoyed them.
I
like the whole ancient Greek god thing.
Yeah,
I
no,
enjoy
I
that
love
stuff.
that stuff. I love that stuff. I didn't watch it because I think it got released at a bad time, and I was watching something else.
Like for me, it got released around the same time Moral Instruments did.
Yeah,
So I was more into that than Percy Jackson, but I did enjoy those movies.
They were looking for like their next Harry Potter.
Yeah,
because Twilight was coming to an end, and Harry Potter was coming to an end, and they were looking for that next big, and then they were looking for that next big motion picture.
Which is the thing they had, and it's called The Moral Instruments, and they could have did that, but they only did one movie, and it did really bad. But then they made a TV show on Netflix, which is really good.
Yeah, but like I said, like they didn't. The Hunger Games wasn't there yet. The Hunger Games wasn't there yet. It was coming, but it wasn't there yet. So they had like trial and error of children's books that are now movies. Like, but I'm excited that this is coming to Disney Plus because I like book series that get turned into streaming service better than the movies. Like Harry Potter would have done great as like a 13 episode series on Netflix.
It definitely
If Netflix was like a streaming service instead of a rental service back in like the year 2001, I believe Harry Potter would have done great on like Netflix. Chronicles of Narnia might be coming to Netflix. We don't know. Like,
that'd be nice.
Yeah. I'm not super excited for that, to be honest.
Honestly, I love the Chronicles of Narnia movies. Except the Voyage of the Dawn Treader because they're like, okay, so we can't cast because according to the books, the main cast is too old to go to Narnia.
Yeah.
So we have to get some other kids, and the one kid is going to be very annoying.
Yeah.
So, but like I like when books turn into like these 13 episode series.
Like Harry Potter is like the exception because those books were so massive they had to be made into movies.
Oh yeah,
being TV shows wouldn't have worked.
Big money.
But it's nice they're doing this for this because and I definitely agree. Like having a book series become a TV show, especially one like Percy Jackson, will be a lot better than being a movie. Movies did well, obviously, but being a TV show, I think it'll do it a little better.
I don't even remember when it was released. I don't think it was the summer release. I think it was released in like January or February. Yeah, and that's like a dead zone for movies.
It was released at a weird time. It was
like September. Like
it was Q2 or like end Q3. Like it wasn't.
Yeah, like
it was at a weird time of the year.
Yeah, as I don't like because I don't remember it getting released, and that's because like a movie that I really like that was based off a book series is I Am Number 4. Oh, that got released in February. Nobody goes to movies in February. If that was a summer release,
it probably would have done better.
It would have probably done way better. But then when you read the I Am Number 4 book, it's just like this movie was garbage.
Yeah. Well, I mean that was my problem like with Game of Thrones because I read the books before I watched the show, and like there's so much shit that gets cut out, like little things they change about the characters, and I'm like, I still enjoyed it. It was still
like
good.
They didn't like all the 8 seasons.
Yeah,
all the 8 seasons. Like I remember books readers were pissed that they didn't have Lady Stoneheart in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never read the books because I tried really hard, and I'm just like I can't.
They're not an easy read.
Have you tried reading The fucking Hobbit?
Yeah, I have it.
My brain melts every time I try to read that. When
The Hobbit though is J.R.R. Tolkien's children's book.
Yep.
Where the Lord of the Rings is not.
No. Oh, but yeah, no, that's what it is. I enjoyed The Hobbit. I like that book.
Actually, I watched that J.R.R. Tolkien biopic.
It's not good.
It's not great.
No.
But I'm just like, it's entertaining. I was entertained by it. It's not that
great. Like I wasn't like, I'm just gonna shut this off. Nah. I watched it. I enjoyed it.
I see what J.R.R. Tolkien based his Hobbits off of. He based it on his bros back in the day. Like those were his buddies.
Yeah.
Are they also tiny?
No.
Oh.
They were just rambunctious little boys getting.
This is.
I don't think you can say that.
Fuck.
Whoops.
Rambunctious little boys. Just not a sentence.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can say that because you did just say that.
I mean, yeah, but it was
it was said.
It was said. We'll move past it.
What is said cannot be unsaid.
But Lord of the Rings series got they're doing filming again.
Oh, good.
In New Zealand.
Good. I'm still waiting for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so great.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Because like now, like most streaming services, except maybe Disney, has their Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Amazon has Lord of the Rings. Netflix has The Witcher.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other streaming services.
Crave,
but like
Westworld, HBO, technically.
They have Letterkenny on Crave.
They do.
The Crave
Stupid
original.
show.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I'm
I
getting
love
over-
that
I'm
show.
over it.
First
I'm
2-3
over it.
seasons were great. The rest of it has just been. They got way too self-aware
Oh,
of their shit.
I hate it when shows get that self-aware. It's so annoying.
They got
It's
so.
like-
They literally had a joke where they sat in that fucking bar, like not Modine's too, but like the Legion or Hall,
Yeah.
whatever it was. They sat there for 10 minutes making jokes about baskets. Like, just no, please go back to being Letterkenny problems. It was way better.
Yeah, and then what else? Has what? Like Disney, I don't unless they make like their
Well, they're they're probably not going to have anything because they're doing a lot of the Marvel shit right now, right?
they're doing the Marvel and they're doing the Marvel stuff and
Yeah.
they're doing the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
But like the only thing I can think if like they want to turn something into their version of Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
they have a movie that came out in the 80s. It was nobody really liked it because it was Disney's version of Lord of the Rings. It was called The Black Cauldron.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah, I like that
I
movie
had it
too.
on VHS.
Yeah, I like that movie too. But
Yeah.
like that's the only
You
thing.
wouldn't know that
I
movie.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing I can think of like if Disney Plus were like, we want our version of Game of Thrones. And like
With
maybe
Arthur?
do that into like a series.
Sword and Stone.
Actually, yeah, I could see Sword in the Stone too. Black
Yeah.
Cauldron is a little bit more metal than
I mean, they were. Oh no, Maleficent was movies, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, that could have been a TV series.
Yeah, Maleficent, yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Angelina Jolie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny on how like Once Upon a Time was an ABC show and
Yeah.
ABC owns Disney owns ABC.
Yeah.
And Once Upon a Time is still on Netflix.
Yeah. Well.
Well, they're gonna have trouble buying back some of the stuff that they already sold to
Iron Man 3 just came onto Netflix.
Yeah, but still, like, I mean, wait, why?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was like
Why would
literally.
they do that? That's
It was
weird.
in the highlight. It was in
Yeah.
the highlights.
That's weird. I
was-
haven't been on Netflix today, so I don't know.
It was literally this week they added it
Yeah.
to like Iron Man 3. I'm like,
That's
what the
so
fuck?
Weird.
I know because I watched it while I was doing shit in WoW.
I think they would get their shit together and grab all like everything
Well, they're waiting for I assume for the contracts to run out or to go back, right? So, but until then,
maybe
like,
Iron Man 3 was like bundled in somewhere already.
well, because they had Iron Man 2, and I think they had Iron Man 1 at one point. I think. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before
Netflix.
Disney Plus, like they had pretty much all the Marvel movies. I
Not
say
like
pretty
the
much
10-year-old
all of them.
Marvel movies, but the
Well,
recent Marvel
yeah, no,
movies.
they had all of the newer ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
like they had like
now
Black
they don't.
Panther and Ant-Man and
Yeah, they had a lot of them.
Infinity
Ant-Man
War.
and the Wasp.
Infinity War, I think, is still on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
it is?
Actually,
Okay.
yeah. But they'll be gone out there eventually. But
Eventually,
why
They
Iron
probably
Man
have
3 got re-added this week, I don't fucking know. Like, I figured
couldn't
that
tell you,
would.
boss.
I said, get it off there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
A show got canceled this week that I was really like. I was
Looking forward to.
looking forward to this show.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to the season 2 of this show because they ended season 1 on a cliffhanger, and it was actually a decent show.
Yeah.
And this show was called Treadstone.
Yeah.
So Treadstone is based off of the Jason Bourne's, the Bourne Identity series.
Yeah.
So there's a couple main reasons behind this decision: the show's failure to attract high enough ratings, and the channel's overall shift towards a different type of programming. It's part of a move away from script. So it was on Amazon Prime, but the network that ran it was the USA Network.
Okay.
So it was on Amazon Prime adjacent. Like it was the USA Network, but adjacent to Amazon Prime. And USA Network wants to move away from scripted programming and more towards live unscripted programming, like wrestling, WWE Raw, for example.
Okay.
With regards to scripted content, USA will be focusing on event series rather than long-running shows.
Okay.
So shows that have been there for a while, USA was like, yeah, let's just keep it running.
Yeah.
Treadstone's premiere episode attracted only 645,000 viewers, live viewers, and had pulled in a total of 1.84 million through delayed viewing by the following weeks. However, the ratings declined to 371,000 live viewers by the season finale, and Treadstone attracted mixed reviews, both of which would have been a factor of USA's decision to cancel the show. The big elephant in the room, though, is they couldn't use Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
They couldn't use, like, I remember watching Kevin Smith, Mark Bernardin's podcast, because Mark Bernardin was a writer on the show.
Yeah.
And they were saying Fam and Beyond, and they were saying Mark was pissed at the promo guys because they were told you can't use the name Jason Bourne in the script. In the show, we can't use the name Jason Bourne. But the promo guys were like, from the world that brought you Jason Bourne, but they're like, what? We can't use Jason Bourne because I think it's a Universal movie.
Well, no, they can use the world of Jason Bourne because that's where it's from, Treadstone.
Yeah.
They just can't use Jason Bourne on the actual show. They can't use his character.
They can't use his character, but they couldn't use his name either.
Yeah, yeah. But the promos and shit, no, that's totally different, I think. Because they're just saying from the world of Jason Bourne, right? But it's unfortunate. I never watched the first season of it, actually.
It was kind of like, it was mixed for me myself.
Was it on Prime?
Pardon?
Is it on Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I gotta check. I can look right now. I think I did actually watch an episode.
I think you watched an episode with me.
I think so. I don't know.
But like Treadstone, I really enjoyed it. There it goes. I really enjoyed the series because I love the Jason Bourne movies. It's on my top 25 list of favorite movies. Bourne Identity.
Yeah.
Matt Damon used to be my favorite actor. Used to be Matt Damon. Love Matt. Yeah. And like I loved and when I heard Treadstone was coming out, I'm like, that's awesome. A world based on Jason Bourne. And the whole series is just based on sleeper agents from this world, from this program known as Treadstone.
Mm.
So, and it's all these sleeper agents, and they all like wake up.
Yeah, it's like I would have watched it eventually, but now they're not doing a second season. Honestly, I probably won't.
I think Amazon Prime is best to pick it up again because some shows get canceled and picked up by another network.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see like how well it did on Amazon Prime, right?
Because that's where like look at the series Young Justice.
Yeah,
it was like season one and two. Well, season one was great. Season two,
yeah.
Because they were like, oh, we're doing a time jump. And we're like, what? You didn't need to do a time jump. You had a great story in season one, and you had a great thing to lead into season two with.
Yeah.
You didn't need to do a time jump and be like, what happened during the missing years? But like, you didn't need to do that. You could have just kept following. But anyway.
Yeah.
But like Young Justice, Cartoon Network. It was a Cartoon Network show. Cartoon Network canceled it after 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because they realized there's more girls watching than boys.
Yeah.
It's a boy show, but why are there more girls watching than boys? That's why they canceled it.
That's
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting marketing decision.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very logical.
Our target demographic isn't girls.
Like, who gives a crap who's watching it? As long as people are actually watching it.
Toys.
In general.
It's a toy-based show, and with like they had a lot of girl superheroes. Actually, that's why in season 2 there's a lot more femme fatale superheroes because they realized a bunch of girls were watching the show.
Yeah.
But then it's just like oh, we're getting views from girls. Yeah. We're gonna have to do some more girl superhero stuff. But then that's part of the reason why they canceled it too, because they're like, no boys are watching our show. Why aren't boys watching our show?
I mean, I guarantee you, boys were also. How the fuck can you tell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you can tell. Well, I don't know. I just found this out from YouTube people.
They do certain surveys. You know those
surveys
that you get, and there are things like black boxes that people get that monitor their, stream time and streaming services that they watch and everything that they watch on cable. And it's basically just to grab, a target demographic of what people watch at what times and, who watches them. So that's how they get that stuff.
Yeah.
And but it's really weird to cancel a show that's meant for boys but is still watched by a lot of, girls. And
I mean, that's fucking goddamn My Little Pony, right?
Yeah,
for girls,
but lots. Oh my god,
a lot of grown men,
a lot of
literally
bronies.
grown men, watching that show.
They wouldn't cancel that.
But they never canceled it.
Brony cons.
Yeah, literally, they go to conventions. It's insane.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's weird.
My Little Pony
Those
meant for
people
girls.
are weird.
But like I said, Treadstone might, maybe Amazon Prime is like, hey, a lot of people watch it on Amazon Prime more than the USA Network. Let's just do
That's
it.
what I mean.
It's
on the USA
Amazon Prime
Network.
show.
It's on the USA Network. So who the fuck watches TV?
Exactly. Nobody has cable.
Nobody watches fucking TV anymore.
Nobody really has cable. The only reason why we still have cable is because I still like watching my shows, and
and you haven't run over it fully yet.
Yeah,
of course.
But I mean, a lot of places, like a lot of households now, just don't have cable.
They're going to antennas. Like they're just
antennas, and most people have unlimited internet.
Yeah, my dad uses a satellite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has a good little setup going on.
Like most people have unlimited internet, and they have subscription services.
Yeah,
but they have.
Yeah, like I went through my monthly subscription services, and I found out I only pay $75 a month for all my subscription services.
That's really good. Yeah. That's 75 channels on fucking cable that you probably would never watch because there's ads.
It's not even just that. It's like for just having like your cable box in your house. Just basic for one TV, that's $150 a month. You're literally double what you're paying, and you're getting way fucking more.
Well, how many do you have? How many subscription services specifically?
Okay, I got Spotify.
Yeah.
I got Netflix, Crave, Amazon Prime. Which Amazon Prime is yearly.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, wow.
Yeah.
I got that for free for like 6 months.
It's $80 a year.
Because I'm a student. Really? $80 a year? Decent, dude.
Yeah, you literally might as well pick it up.
Yeah,
you works on Amazon. Get it.
Spotify, Netflix, something I'm not going to say, Disney Plus, Crave, CBS All Access.
Anyways,
that just hit me. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it's like,
I get it. Okay,
that's what it is.
Funny. So, and in total, $75 a month.
Mm.
That's really, really good.
$75.88 a month.
Okay, yeah.
Again, you're still paying less than
and
what
that's
you pay for
not
cable.
with my yearly expense, with my yearly, and that's Amazon Prime and Xbox Live, and those are yearly.
What are you paying, like maybe $100 a month for each subscription service?
$79.99
around that.
$79.99 a year for
it's
Amazon
like
Prime.
$6 a month or something like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing like if I just like round it to like $9.99 or something, like base value for Netflix.
Yeah, then Xbox is like $5 a month basically.
Yeah. It was like $5 a month for 12 months.
Yeah.
Nintendo Online is like $24 a year.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Well, that's all it should be. I'm sorry, but it's not a fucking service that should be $60 a year. Mind you,
it shouldn't cost anything.
No, it really shouldn't. But no, it never used to.
Fuck you, Microsoft.
It never used to. On the original Xbox, it was free. So
it was
playing Halo 2 and everything. It was just free.
Yeah,
online was free, but now it's not because Microsoft had the fucking bright idea to be like, "Hey,
we can make
people pay for this."
Yeah. Well, basically,
we should restrict it.
Servers do cost money.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's just like, it's such an unneeded expense.
It is.
And then PlayStation had to hop aboard because their competitor was doing it, so they had to jump on.
Well, they were the same way, but I mean, the PS3 was where the online actually started. Like PS2 had online,
but
nobody used it.
Yeah,
nobody fucking connected to it. Like,
I didn't have enough games that connected to online.
Yeah,
no,
they didn't.
The market wasn't there for online gaming for the early consoles.
Yeah. Well, for PlayStation it wasn't. No, Xbox, yes, because of Halo.
Oh, okay.
And
Wolfenstein
Halo
had online and Wolfenstein online.
Like crazy stuff.
Yeah, they had a lot of games that were online. But yeah.
Well, this brings an end to our news portion of the show.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
On this day in film and television history,
birthdays, yearlies, annuals.
The 13th Emmy Awards, Jack Benny Show wins.
Cool.
Okay.
Jim Henson passed away 30 years ago today.
Oh
Kermit the
shit.
Frog.
Very sad.
Mm.
Frog here. Blah.
And
Give me that booty, Miss Piggy. What?
I guess I croaked. That's so sad.
That is sad. You're making fun of a legend.
I'm actually very sad.
Making fun of a legend.
the man of many voices on that show.
I'm not making fun of him. I'm paying tribute.
So Jim Henson passed away 30 years ago today.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like nothing really big happened today.
No, I mean, I'm even looking at like
Video
game
game stuff?
releases today, like on this day, and the only one that's like actually, like, oh, surprising, Terraria came to PC 9 years ago.
Wow, awesome! I never
Yeah.
played Terraria. I was more of a Minecraft person, but you know,
Yeah, well, that's what most people did, right? So
Yeah.
it wasn't really. And Diablo 3 8 years ago.
Diablo 3, cool.
Yesterday.
That was 8 years ago.
yesterday. 8 years ago.
What?
2012, Diablo 3.
Oh my god, that actually surprises the shit out of me. I didn't know
Yeah.
it was that
Wow.
old.
I also figured out why before we end this podcast, I figured out why I haven't been continuing to watch Upload. Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know who the creators of that show are and what other show they created that I don't fucking like?
Who's the creators?
The Office.
Oh,
Yeah.
same
So I
creators.
figured
Uh-oh.
out why I don't like that show that much
Uh-oh.
and why I didn't continue watching it.
Internet, watch out. Derek doesn't like The Office.
The Office is the worst show on television.
You can
I am
meet him
sorry.
at
He
you,
said it.
you can meet him at his house at no.
I've said
I
it
don't know
multiple
his address.
times. I hate that show. It is poorly written.
Honestly,
and it's shit.
yeah, I just don't like the show because I don't like a lot of the actors.
The only good actor on there is Steve Carell.
I'm
And
not
he's
even a big
not
fan
even
of
that funny.
I'm not even a
John
big,
Krasinski is pretty good.
Sometimes.
I like Steve Carell better as Brick Tamlin in Anchorman
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Or Evan Almighty.
in Evan Almighty.
you know, I've seen him in some non-comedic roles. If you've ever seen The Way Way Back,
No.
that movie, very very good.
Yeah.
One of my
He did
favorites.
Fox Hunter, who played a Foxcatcher. He played a wrestling. It was him and Channing Tatum, and he played a wrestling coach
Hmm.
who was like psychotic and tried killing and killed like Channing Tatum's brother, played by Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, okay.
It's based on true events. But that was an amazing role that Steve Carell pulled off. But
Yeah.
I'm not a big Steve Carell fan. He's funny in some of his movies, but not that big a fan. Now I'm there's two sides of this. There's the Office fans, then there's the Parks and Recs fans.
I'm
Parks and
sorry.
Rec is basically
I
the
like
same
Parks
thing.
and Rec, but the only thing I like about Parks and Rec is watching the funny montages.
Mm.
Watching the actual show, I don't find it that interesting.
The outtakes from that show are actually incredible.
The outtakes and like just like the funny ass moments that happen in that show are great to watch in a montage.
Yeah,
Watching the actual show,
Have
I'm
you ever
good.
seen like the Chris Pratt thing where he's like, we need a way to make money, and he's like, well, like Kim Kardashian made a comeback, and then he just like leaves it at that.
It's like, we need to make a comeback, and it's like, oh, let's ask Kim Kardashian. She got coming back, I think.
Oh.
And then everybody like
On that note, I think we're done today.
all the actors in the crowd are just so like this.
Yeah.
But like
Crack
I
up.
said, there's two ways to go on the street: Parks and Rec fans and the Office fans, and I'm a Parks and Rec fan.
Well,
I'm going straight down the middle. I don't like either.
I don't care.
Well,
about
you can go yourself.
People want to say, "Oh, you don't like good television." Yeah, I do like good television when it's written well and executed
when
well.
it's actually good.
Like I said, I like Parks and Rec, just montages of it.
Mhm.
Watching the actual show, I find in between those actual takes, it's very dry.
Like there's
a lot
something
of
there's
filler.
something great about Ron Swanson walking into a Lowe's and the guy's like, "Hey, can I help you with anything?" And he's like, "I know more than you."
Yeah. See,
Well,
again,
his character is great.
again, like watching those and like montage things are hilarious.
they are.
But like the leading up to that scene,
The filler. It's just like you want to watch. You want to have a laugh, right?
that's the thing.
You don't
Yeah.
want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
connected
the
to
thing.
it.
That's
But again, The Office sucks. The Office sucks.
Well, the funny moments in The
Horrible show.
Office rely on Steve Carell being awkward and just not.
No, that's it. And
Functioning as a
that's again
normal
why I
human.
say that show was not very well written. It was written for one character on the show, and that was it. Everyone else was basically side characters.
Yeah,
There was only one main character, and that was Steve Carell. And if he didn't have funny ass lines, the scene fell apart. And it wasn't funny. I can't say it was a funny show. I hate The Office. If you couldn't tell, I don't like the show.
I can tell.
I think we're gonna end it here.
I think
folks.
we're good.
Before we go into a full-fledged rant.
Well, we did. But
I can go longer. You want to go longer?
No,
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
that's the end of the
boys
show.
and girls, that is the end of our show for today.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on. My name's Brad.
I don't know, man.
All right.
It's
My
fine.
name is Brad.
Yeah.
And along with my co-host Derek and
Hi.
our guest Jack,
Hey.
this is the end of our show.
Bye.
Well, we're okay.
Where
So,
can they find us?
There you go.
They can find us on many social media platforms. I'm at GingerFin92 on everything.
Yeah, and I'm at King Derek, and the podcast is at A Brew for Two podcast on all social media.
So I'm at Gelsworth on YouTube if you want to look that up. That's cool.
You shouldn't.
Gelsworth?
Gelsworth.
Gelsworth. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we'll throw it in the description.
Yeah,
we'll
do
see-
that.
we'll see what
I mean,
happens.
do me a favor. I don't know.
Follow
Sylvester
Gelsworth
Stallone.
on YouTube.
Do you even have any videos up on your
I
channel?
do. I do have a few. They're mostly gaming videos. One's a song, but it's not very good, so you don't want to look at that.
Everybody look at that song
Have you done
right now.
have you done your breakdown of the R. Kelly videos yet?
No, I want to do that so
You
bad.
gotta do it.
I should. I really should.
Okay.
I'm just
Anyways.
so lazy.
Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.